Hey everyone, Eddie here. We are back with Sephiria. I'm very excited for today's video because we are continuing our villain arc lore and story, and wow, I cannot believe we are now down to the last villain of the occultist group, but a very important one. This is Xol, the leader of the occultists and secret apprentice of Ragnarok, who is known as the true ultimate villain. So if you haven't caught up with the story yet, there will be a little bit of a spoiler here. So if you would at least like to know about those, just be sure to check out the villain arc side. I've posted it in the titles, starting with Ragnarok. But here we go. So Xol befriended Yori, who was a young wizard from the academy that was obsessed with Ragnarok, but she later found out that Ragnarok was slain by a dragoon hero. So she then sought to find this hero to slay them. However, she was given a ring by a scaly merchant who ended up being Xol. However, Yuri didn't know that the ring that she possessed from Xol was actually cursed and absorbing her ice abilities. Unfortunately, Yori met her demise, and with Ragnarok's armor in hand, Xol stole the ring, took back Ragnarok's armor, and now has the ice staff, which is insane. Absolutely insane. So now, infusing the ring with his storm-based powers, Xol has become even more powerful. And of course, with the ice staff in hand, he is now known as the Frigid Sorcerer. Xol now journeys to find the last legendary bird to defeat it, retrieve the last emerald, and resurrect Ragnarok. So the occultists so far have all journeyed to fight and find all the legendary birds thus far. So now it's up to Xol to finish it in his timeline, and we're going to see what happens here. So first and foremost, of course, we're going to be going sword and shield because we're going to go into the staff because, of course, we need the ice staff that we're going to hand to. No problem. What we're going to be going here is the Frostium ring, which is the same ring that Xol gave to Yori that was cursed to absorb her ice power. So now Xol has glacier ice abilities with his infused storm abilities. So we're also going to be going lightning rod, which is pretty insane. This is a deadly combination, and I don't know how the Blade Masters are going to be able to deal with Xol, especially if he gets even stronger. Very interesting. Very interesting. And then, of course, for the talents, we're going to be going Willpower 20, as we have been going most of our runs in the series. And our defense with Endure up to 16. I love running this on the Scholar Lizard, just due to the fact that you pretty much constantly heal because we're always going to be below 25 health. So here we go. Xol, the leader of the occultists, whose sole purpose is to resurrect Ragnarok. Will he succeed? I guess we'll just have to find out together. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. It does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, please feel free to post in the comments. I do reply to all of my comments, so let me know what you think of the build, the game, the gameplay, the lore as well. And of course, if you have a build or a lore idea in mind, please go ahead and post those in the comments as well. I really love making viewer builds here for Sephiria. Some of my favorite content here to make on the channel. And of course, if you'd like to follow this and all of my content, please subscribe. We are building a great community here. Would love to see you join, especially if you're enjoying the content. And a big shout out to all my current subscribers that constantly comment, like, and share my videos. Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate you. All right, so Xol has to rev up here. You can definitely tell the ice is already doing some work. You can see the ice magic that he was able to steal from Yori with the ring and, of course, the ice staff. But now he's got to work on enhancing the ice staff. Oh, that helps. Oh, my. Right off the bat, lightning rod. We can get the Frostium ring up. This is a little heavy, but I think that's still pretty good for early on. Ooh. I don't know, can Zol become even more powerful than Ragnarok? That would be scary. Huh. Now, we can't go HP boost because we are Scholared Lizard, so we can't increase more. So the experience here looks like it's going to be good. Of course, we want Anvil, so we can go ahead and get into the Magic Wand series, because, of course, we've got to get this Ice Staff to its fullest to make Zol even more powerful. And I guess just depending on where we're at, we may go enchant, although right now it'd be kind of useless. So Artifact looks pretty good. So that's our pathway. Let's see what happens. Oh my. Oh, we know what we're picking. Oh my goodness. Zol's pretty scary, I have to say. Oh boy. I'm getting chills, no no lie. This is becoming Oh, we can see Taz there, Merchant. Now remember, Ragnarok on his journey, 100+ years past, did kill and destroy every merchant. That's how you know he was the ultimate villain. Now, if you've been watching the series, you've realized the other villains haven't done that, and that's because of different timelines as well. So Zol's going to do the same because they know they need everything possible in order to resurrect Ragnarok. Wow, Future is very good, actually. I actually don't mind picking up Future here, because not only do we get rid of this negative effect here, which I guess technically, just to make it a little easier, we could do this. So it's kind of in the corner. And now we have these two leveled up as well. And we got another 2 slot for something here as well. So we're already maxed. So currently we will not go enchant. I always say every time they have this little area open here, it's this little mouse or rat costume character. And I have a feeling that we will in the future see a costume for a rat. Very soon, I think. All right, Taz. Let's see what Taz has to offer. Apple juice, small dice. Nothing too crazy. Zol will let you live, Taz. Okay, so we got to the exit, but I think we had one more area. Yes. Wow, you can already see that ice taking effect. Pretty actively, actually. I feel, and now we haven't thought about Yuri in a while. Well, at least I haven't. Maybe there were some fans of Yuri. Unfortunately, Yuri just was unfortunately blinded, by the effects of Ragnarok. And I think on her journey, she started realizing that she didn't need to bow into chaos or evil. And unfortunately, that's what ended up leading to her demise. And now thinking of Zol, all I can think about is Yuri, especially with the ice abilities. Oh my goodness. That's pretty good. Wow. So we do have minus 20. I mean, we could if we wanted to. How much cold damage do we lose? 3? Well, we only lose 10 defense, and now we're at 6 versus being in negative. So that is better. I think we'll do that for now, and then we'll see what happens. All right, so now we can actually go ahead and do the enhancement. the first enhancement for Zol here. Magic wand, of course. Oh, no. I already feel the power here. Now, we could... we could go enchant just to get Blue Claw up. I presume we'll at least get one level, so we could pick up one more thing. And we have the mini-boss, so let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll pick up something crazy. Thing with Zol is because, just like Ragnarok, not having to worry about the ability of mana cost at all, just can become so powerful just by spamming spells that no one else can. Ooh, so close to leveling here. Okay, we know that's the mini boss. Oh, and it's a 3? Oh my. I was not expecting a 3. Okay, this is the way out, so I think we have one more area. I mean, unless it's going to be another open area of something. Let's see. Okay, it is a fight, so we should level here. It's just an onslaught of magic. Frost Relic, Windsong. No, it's not what we're looking for here. Stormcloud. We could start getting the Stormcloud going, which is good. We like that. So currently the 3 enchant actually works here pretty well. We can actually get everything up pretty high. But let's go ahead and face the Goat Skeleton. I have a feeling this Goat Skeleton's not going to last very long. Oh my. And now with the freeze, oh no. Ooh, this is scary. This is very scary. Thunder Frost Butterfly. There have been tales of this pendant. And the only reason Zol is able to take this legendary artifact is because he was able to steal Yuri's powers. Recover 4% on freeze activation of Stormcloud. Consumption speed of Stormcloud plus 6%. It's really good. Wow, that's so good. Okay, so now we got to figure out what do we want to enhance. I still think these will actually be pretty good. Look at our Stormcloud capacity. The MP regeneration doesn't matter with Zol, because Zol is almighty. We can increase the frostbite chance by 10% and the cold damage, which I think is pretty big. Oh, the possibilities here are pretty good. The consumption speed as well we can increase. That's pretty heavy. And the recovery speed on freeze of activation of Stormcloud. Maybe we just try to buff this so it stays on its own. Yes. I think, especially because it's early on and we're still doing quite a bit of damage, I think that is actually a good way. All right. What unlucky foe is going to be the first to fear Zol's wrath? Ooh. Mogdi. I feel for you. It just doesn't matter Oh my goodness. Between the freeze, the storm cloud, the constant barrier, the special, the no mana, it's an unstoppable force already. Ooh. Ooh. Did catch Zol off guard for a bit, but not for much. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, Rain of Arrows. We can also get the Storm Cloud up more. I actually don't mind Rain of Arrows. I think that's a very, very good spell here. Planet. And now we've increased our cold damage by 6. Ooh, I really like Harvest. Harvest is one of my favorites. Future isn't bad either, but I think I'm going to go Harvest. And I think what I'll do is I'll swap these and then place Harvest here. Well, this becomes a 4? Oh. Because this is a +2, so I actually need to move this. There we go. Okay. Yes, I forgot. This is on its own merit. Yes. Okay, so we'll keep that there for now. Wow, this is so strong already. Ooh. The Frigid Sorcerer strikes and now heads to the Woodlands to devour his next foe. It's a pretty straightforward for Meteorologist, I say. Now, you're probably wondering, why not go Frost with this? But remember, Zol is pretty much a storm god. But he took the power of Yori, and that's what unlocked all 3 staffs. And he gave the other 2 staffs, if you remember, and forged the Occultist to Wendigo and Fae. That way they could acquire the legendary bird gems, and all 3 would be able to resurrect Ragnarok. We're doing the Meteorologist. And now we've just gained even more storm cloud capacity. My goodness. We could sell a potion to grab that, but let's, since we have a little bit of Sapphire. Oh, Frozen Egg is really good. But I really like Ice Bug more. Critical chance of ice is good. Let's do one more roll. Rebellion, Mage's Coin. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to pick up the Ice Bug. Oh, we need one more to sell. Yeah, we got to try to get this rolling too, because this will be very strong with the debuff damage, 40% at its max. Yes. All right, now Zol can go ahead and reforge the Ice Staff here in the Woodlands area with the last legendary Anvil enhancement. So that is next. Then I'm going to say probably another artifact. And then, or we can go tablet and then artifact, because that tablet's going to have the merchant, but we're probably not going to have enough maple. Okay, so here we go. Reforging Yuri's Ice Staff. Breath of Ice. Attacks deal ice damage and scale with cold damage bonuses. Damage of dash attacks increased by plus 40%. My goodness. Oh no. This looks familiar. Poor Yuri. Ugh. Yeah, so we said tablet, right? Yeah, we're going to go tablet first, and then we'll go artifact. Oh my goodness. Oh, if there ever was a hey, stand still build, this may be it. We're going to pick up this for the Storm Cloud. I really like this item. It's such a good little item. Look at that. I mean, just for a 1 star, +6 lightning, and then you increase crit by 10%. That's just so good. It truly is the standstill build. Oh my. Okay. Ooh, and if we increase the cold even more, oh my goodness. Can you imagine? No companions. Consumption speed is good. Normal and dash attacks, extra store cloud damage. Oh, these are both so good. I like the consumption speed, though. When normal dash attack is to immediately consume. And then we can get a bunch of extra storm cloud damage. Maybe I'll pick up the leaf bird because, let's see, regardless, the storm cloud's going to go up, which means we're going to get +12 capacity. We'll probably see mass a little bit more because it is common. So we'll go ahead and pick this up. Well, we're already at 90. Ooh, this one's really good, actually. I'm going to pick this one up. Increase all of these. We can get this up one. We could also do this one if we prefer for the extra damage. Or do we do the capacity? I think actually we're okay with capacity. I'd rather have a little bit more damage here. So I think I'm going to put it there instead, right? And how much damage is this? Oh, that's 30% cold damage differential. I think we'll stick with it where it is. Okay, now we're going to go for the artifact. You don't realize how insane the lifesteal is until you do a build like this. I mean, this character just feels unbeatable right now. Okay, so we have the artifact here. Let's see what we can pick up. This is very good. And the evasion actually helps out a ton. We're going to pick up that. Not even going to worry about re-rolling. And we still have 6 re-roll on a dice, so that's actually very good. Ah, Sir Colin. All right, let's see. The Black Panther Assassin. Ooh. Made the Black Panther Assassin look like a tiny kitten. Oh, no. Future actually isn't bad here. There's a few things we could do with Future, which is pretty good. We can actually post it here and do something. Get some of these up as well. See if we can find something else, though. Lizard plate, no. We technically already have lizard plate armor, lore-based, mind you. Because remember, Yori felt she could don the lizard plate armor. And when she fell, Zol took it. So we technically have this. Lore-based. Successful dash attacks. Constitution of speed. I mean, this does get our Stormcloud to 8, which is actually kind of insane. So I think we actually will just pick that up. All right. Oh, the Black Panther Assassin resurrects and tries to defeat Zol once more. I don't know, Black Panther. I would not test Zol. Inferior. Inferior. Oh, Soul is becoming so strong. Frost Relic, Academy, Solar, Shadow. Oh my. Not for this character, but that is an amazing item. Wow, there's some good stuff here. Okay, so we have a choice. I'm feeling Echo the Glacier, but Mini Ballista is so good. Although it is companion, I'm feeling the Echo. Not only does it increase our defense, but it inflicts frostbite, and that's huge. Oh, wow, these are all good. I think I'm going to go Foundation, though. Foundation actually fits very well here. And we can actually... I'm actually going to substitute this with this. So now we just got our freeze debuff up high. Our Rain of Arrows was at 2 anyways, and our Blood Earrings were at 3. So we just swap places so it stays the same. So now we just want to ensure that we don't want to get any of these up. That's capacity, and then this is consumption speed. Recovery rate during Battle Storm. I mean, more than anything, I just like the evasion, but we do need either enchant or probably some more inventory slots to preemptively get ready to get more items so we can fully max out. We don't even need to heal. Okay. Zol enters the library. One of my favorite themes is the library. Great score. The entire game has a great score, but the library is just so good. Ooh. This is actually really good for us because we are pretty much staying at that. And we could boost our universal damage pretty heavily. The issue is I would have to sell an item to get it. I'd probably have to sell... the fruit. The only problem is then we do lose Stormcloud by 1. So we do go back down by 4 on the Stormcloud capacity. Ooh. But that is very good, though. That's overall damage boost. I think I might do it. Wow. Insane. We're not even at the max. Oh my. Okay. Oh no, they put enchant and inventory slot in the same one. We do need inventory slots, so I'm going to go inventory slot. More than likely tablet and then enchant. Oh, I wish the inventory slot was in the middle. That would have been perfect because we could have gone enchant, inventory slot, enchant, but Zol not lucky on this first round. Just hear the amount of freeze that is going off. Gain a shield lasting 5 seconds when dashing. That does get our Guardian up a little bit. I actually don't mind picking this up. We get a little bit of defense, and even more so that kind of helps out because we did lose a little bit from the earrings, but we've been doing fine with the lifesteal and the constant specials. And I mean, let's just face it, the onslaught of magic and staying afar. Zol is already pretty much untouchable, but more defense does guarantee for those, you know, unexpected projectiles that fly out of nowhere. Pick up the inventory slot. All right. All right, so we did say tablet on this one. And unfortunately, the merchant won't have much. Maybe a potion, if anything, but we'll see here. The amount of activations on freeze is absolutely insane. I don't think I've ever heard the freeze sound so much in any of my Sephiria runs. And remember, this power is all new to Zol. He was only a storm god. And now, he's the Frigid Sorcerer. So we could pick up another stone flower to bring our storm cloud back. We could increase all damage by a great blessing, which actually isn't bad. So now we got Mystic times 2. So, just out of curiosity, this becomes 6. Oh my. What did we increase? Did we increase? I think it was... So it was just, oh yeah, we did use all the enchant for this, huh? So if we gave this a 1, right? Then this would become a 2. That actually wouldn't be bad for a slot. Because now that I figured how these work is anytime that you put something here, it doubles its value. So for instance, this one we have 3 on it on solo. It then doubles and becomes a 6, which is huge because setup combos, set effects such as companion, right, that are super high, and planets. That means really, if you only put in half and you get this mystic ability where you can have the doubles, it's you can easily maximize the set, and that's very powerful. It's very powerful. All right, merchant. Yeah, we can grab the potion just in case, I think. I mean, we haven't really had to use any, but you never know. All right, next area. Oh, actually, next area. Oh my goodness, these are all so good. Dedication is so hard to pass up. Oath is actually quite insane. Wow, I wish this 2 was up here instead. So we could do something like this. So now we maximize the freeze. I don't want to maximize Great Blessing because it doesn't do anything really. So I either want to maximize the frost or the storm cloud damage. Or we could just do universal. How much more does it put us at? 10% boost? 8%? Yeah, all this does, putting stars into this, is lower the MP. But that's not something we have to worry about with Zol, so yeah. Okay. Placement, placement, placement. I mean, obviously we could lower stuff, but I mean, we could lower an entire row. Just out of curiosity, to do something like this. The question is that then worth? Oh, I would have to change this, though. So I need to move this as well. Okay, I mean, I guess it was worth moving everything down. Yeah, I mean, and we could still utilize this slot. I mean, we don't have to have this here. But we'll keep that there for now. Whew. Okay, thank you everyone for being patient with me. Okay, so now we definitely want enchant, and we got a plethora of options now, especially after doing that with our inventory. Inventory is key in this game. Sometimes it's a little tedious because you spend so much time setting stuff up, you don't want to mess stuff around. I'm like that a lot. Sometimes in the comments I've gotten, why didn't you change this back? It's like, well, I kind of wanted just to stick with what I had instead of spending another 30 minutes redoing it. But in all fairness, sometimes it is worth taking some time to redo inventory. So I try to see if I can do it in the moment so that way I don't have to worry about it. And I try to be proactive on slots as I do it, especially on a build like this. Oh, there was a little campfire here. Somebody was here. Zol ponders. There was a campfire, so there was somebody here. But who would dare try to follow Zol, the Frigid Sorcerer? Ah, the demonic grimoire. Stands no chance for Zol. I'm so interested in this, but unfortunately, Frost Relic is not in the plethora here for Zol. Not yet, anyways. Not yet. What does that mean? I guess we'll find out. We'll go Frost Dagger. It's a very good spell. Add another spell to the arsenal. But what I will do, though, is I'm going to change up the skills because, unfortunately, still the developers have not yet changed the error here where on controller, X is not available for spells. So that being said, we are going to do this instead, so that way it makes it a little easier, because Great Blessing we use at the beginning. So usually A and B, I like to keep for spells that I spam. Ooh, Avoid. We can't gain any more HP. Sturdy, Ember. Oh, none of these are good. Zol will pass. Zol doesn't need these petty items. All right, so it's a 2 enchant. What is going to benefit us the most here? Probably Universal. Rain of Arrows would be huge as well. We just picked up Frost Dagger, so that could be another good one to invest some in. We could increase our evasion as well. Invest in both spells or one universal and defense? It goes up plus 15%. I think I have to go the universal and the defense. Yes. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Zol's next foe. Ah, the mad scientist. Little tougher than originally anticipated, but Zol will not stop here. All right, mad scientist. Rain ends here. Zol just can't die. He can't lose any health. Oh my. Oh, was a tough challenge. Zol realizes that it may be a little more troubling than maybe he imagined. So now he's going to try and grow even stronger no matter the cost. The ballista is the chosen fate. Ooh, power is so good. Okay. No need to heal. On to the Wastelands. Clear cube. Ooh, exit's very good. It looks like we're gonna, looks like we're probably gonna have to save anyways. We don't really have too much gold. Let's see what Zol's pathway will be here. Inventory slot is super good. I like that. Enchant into enchant? My goodness. Okay, this is Zol's redemption here. Now Zol knows he has to get stronger. Remember, Zol's sole purpose is to resurrect Ragnarok. No matter how hard the challenge, no matter how difficult the foes are, that is the one goal in mind for this scaly lizard. These are all pretty poor, I have to say. Well, we've reached our max here. We get our extra inventory slot here. Enchant it is. How far are we from... We're 2 away from Stormcloud and 3 from Glacier. So that's what Zol is going to focus on. Ooh. Duration of all debuffs inflicted on enemies, 20%. That actually might be super good. The problem is it is a Mystic, but at this point, Mystic may not be a bad thing. Although we do want to try to get the Stormcloud up and everything as well. I think we might pick this up and see what happens. Yeah, the freeze is what's very scary on Zol. When prompted, I mean, nobody attacks. Everybody is frozen. So we have a 2 enchant. 2 enchant it is. Okay, let's see. What do we need to increase here? Probably our spells because we are using them a lot. Yeah, the utilization is high. We can also go for the debuff duration as well. I'm going to go for the spells because we are using them quite often. It makes sense to make them more powerful. Yes. And then enchant. Wow, and just like that, there's the Phantom. The Phantom is rumored to lead the gateway to the legendary birds. Not called the Frigid Sorcerer for nothing. Oh, wow. It's a very good item, just not for this build. Let's go ahead and get the model mask now. Oh, not the Stoneflower. Stoneflower is very good. That does increase the lightning, though, but... yeah, we want the consumption speed. We're one away from Stormcloud. You thought you could just charge Zol? No. Zol is unstoppable. Another 2. How big is this area? Let's see if we can level up, just in case we may pick up another item. I don't think we will, but... yeah, because this is the exit. And we have one more area down here. Nothing of value. Okay, so unfortunately nothing there, so we have 2 more to increase. I say we just go right for the frost daggers. 260%. We have 35. We have 35 coal, 35 lightning. Wow. All right, the Phantom that holds the key to the gateway of the underground caves where the legendary bird resides. Let's see, Phantom. Worthy foe. We will stop at nothing to enter the cave, to resurrect our master. Oh. This is such an interesting build. The immediate damage is not high, but the freeze aspect and stopping the enemies and then allowing the attacks to do its damage is absolutely insane. Magic Carrot is so good. It gets our Glacier up damage, which is pretty big. But this does get Stormcloud to its max. But I think Carrot is actually the way. Ooh, I really like Disconnection here. How can I make Disconnection work? I could substitute it for harvest and then move harvest somewhere else. I mean, what is this? This is a 3. I'm going to pick up disconnection, and then we're going to figure this out. Okay. So if I, just out of curiosity, if I just do this, so we just need a 1 slot then for this. This I'm just going to move over here for now. I'm going to put this here. So now these are both at 4, which technically means we can substitute one out like this, right, for the debuffs. But we want to make sure this is high as well. So then I can move this down here, and then this is the only one that's a little bit higher. Unless I can move this. No, we definitely want the earrings at its max. So this is a little high, but if we can find enchant, we can make this work. I actually like that a lot. Yeah, and we keep everything where it needs to be. We do lose 1 on this, which is 40% damage. Let's see what we can find here in the Rooted Cave to assist us. All right, here it is. Zol's last journey piece. The last floor. It's destiny. Well, now we have to sell something. This is tough. I may have to get rid of the blue hook. I think that's the only one, to be honest. We're doing it. Okay. Plus 20 Stormcloud capacity. Stormcloud attacks with a multi-shot of 2. It's pretty good. All right, well, now that since we're completely broke, we only have 3 slots. This is such an awkward slot. We could work this slot to make something happen. Yeah. The only problem is this slot is kind of... I mean, I guess we could move this out of the way and then put... If we get like a power, or I could just move power. I could do that. What if I did this? And did that instead. So now I have this slot here. So now I still have the 3 slots, but at least now I don't have to worry about the negative effect. Okay, that's pretty decent. All right, now let's see what our journey entails here. So let's see here. I am curious. So if we proc this... See, the damage is there, but it's really the freeze is what is super heavy in this build. It's what really makes the difference. 2 enchants. Oh my gosh. So we're going to go experience, enchant, enchant into the legendary bird. At this point, this is a good item to pick up because we don't know what we're going to get and we want to maximize. Now the question is, this does increase cold. Is there something that we would rather have instead to increase that damage. That's evasion, so no. We got the fruit. We got rid of one already. So it may end up being one of the ones that we use enchant on, to be honest. It is cold damage. Alright, these foes are mighty. Ooh, if we can get 3 enchants for both. Oh my. I always like this shield enemy. He always tries to throw out his shield and say, "Ha, what can you do?" And then we always have something that stumbles upon him. In this case, the storm cloud bolts. Mystic would be cool to finish off because we could do some pretty insane stuff, but we just don't have the space or the capacity to make it happen, unfortunately. We could take Highest Spirit just to finish off. It does get Companion to 2 for damage as well. This may be the way. Alright. This is currently Zol's process. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. So now we only have 1 inventory slot to see what we fill for the rest here. Still 2 rerolls and a 2 enchant. Alright, let's see if this is the end. It is not. More foes await Zol's wrath. I think this is the first sorcerer build where you can actually go towards the enemies, right on top of them, and feel invincible. Not only is our defense high, our lifesteal is insane, and our freeze just procs so often. The invincible Zol. Okay, so we could increase the cold, which gets us a total of 3. So 3 more cold, we could do that. Or we can also increase this for 3. The consumption I'm not really too worried about now. I'm trying to think of more. Oh, we could do the frostbite by 1. So 2.5, so it's half a second. That half a second could be the difference, huh? I think I gotta spend it to increase the cold. So essentially, any of these are fine. We're going to increase by 6 anyways, so. Now the question is, can we get this higher for something? don't think so. Okay. Ooh, we could smell the bird. Smell the emerald to resurrect Ragnarok. Yeah, the freeze proc is. I think for the rest of the day, I'm going to be hearing that freeze proc noise. The whistle sound, yes. Storm cloud, frost relic, lake. Okay, so is there something better we can substitute this? I mean, this is better than a lot of storm cloud items because it's going to enhance the bolts. It's actually better than this. The consumption speed is 5%, but we're not really using the dash attack. Gosh, this little item is still so good. I mean, we don't have to replace anything. We could just pick it up. I would like to get the bolts higher, though. I mean, if there's a 3 enchant here, we will just do this with the earrings, and that would be huge. 35% for enhanced storm bolts. Yeah, so I guess we'll see what the luck is here. But for now, we keep the lifesteal. Ooh. Wow, meditation book is so good. Ooh. Yeah, that, because the spells, I mean, those seconds could be precious. We could do another storm cloud damage, extra storm cloud damage. I think I'm going to get rid of the cloud bottle and get the meditation book. Instant cast, more grimoire damage, just makes sense. Oh, it's a 2. Okay. I don't want to lose the evasion. Is there another 1 slot? I think that there is, to be honest. What is frostbite at? It's at a 1, so that's a 1 slot. Okay, so we could do that. I mean, we do lose a little bit of defense. That is true. And the frostbite, so... Yeah, the problem is we need this maxed. I guess we could do this because we don't really need the capacity anymore or the regen. Actually, and then now we can enhance either the bolts or get our cold damage up a little bit more. That actually works out a lot. I mean, this half second could matter. And then maximize the cold damage, or do we get 2, 3 more cold damage? Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I think this is the final say. Echo of the Glacier, and then increase the cold damage. This is it. This is the build. The Frigid Sorcerer. My goodness. All right. The secret apprentice to Ragnarok, Zol, the Frigid Sorcerer. We shall resurrect you, Ragnarok, no matter the cost. Your gems shall be mine, legendary bird. Ragnarok shall reign once more. Ooh. And with that, Zol takes the last known emerald and meets up with the occultists to try and resurrect Ragnarok into the new world. But the presence of a very strong foe comes forth. Who is that? Who shall it be? I guess we'll have to see and find out. Ooh. Wow. That was so good. Wow, what a different take on a sorcerer. Personally, I didn't think it would be that type of build. I thought it would be another, hey, we need to stand back. But the extreme power of the build became the closer you are to your enemies, the stronger you are. So it was actually worth standing in a crowd, because not only did you inflict frostbite and freeze, but the storm cloud is just blasting enemies while your special is constantly shielding and healing you. Wow, Zol was a very interesting character. My goodness. Ooh. Wow, that was a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. It does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, please feel free to post in the comments. I do reply to all of my comments, so let me know what you think of the game, the gameplay, the lore so far. We are one character away from our current story and our villain arc, our last hero, so that will be on the next episode. You know, and of course, if you've got some builds or some lore ideas in mind, please go ahead and post those. I love making viewer content, some of my favorite content to make here on Sephiria. And if you'd like to follow this and all of my content, please subscribe. We are building a great community here. Would love to see you join, especially if you're enjoying the content. We just created a Discord, nothing too fancy, just a little place where individuals can chat. We could talk all things Sephirias, roguelikes, RPGs, and more. So feel free, it's on the channel there. The link in the description, you can go ahead and click on to go through. And I want to give a big shout out to all my current subscribers. And we actually have gotten a few new subscribers since I've returned back. So thank you all so much to all the new subscribers. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying the content. And I appreciate all of my current subscribers that constantly comment, like, and share my videos. Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate you. Until next time, everyone, take care.